Good morning and welcome to the Core Connection. I'm Mira Rubin here with you on Enlightened World Network. And today's topic is emotional addiction. And we get to take a look at the actual chemistry a little bit. I mean, not the specifics, but the chemistry of emotion and how we might actually become habituated to certain chemicals that are associated with stress and pain and discomfort, and what it might look like to create new patterns and associations with more positive types of emotions. It's an interesting take on things, I think. So before we get started, let's take a minute or two to get present. Let's take a deep breath in through your nose and hold it. And imagine clean, crisp oxygen flooding your lungs, flowing into your bloodstream, nourishing all your cells, your organs, bringing vital life energy to your body and being. And as you exhale, exhale any tension, stress, negativity, fatigue. And now let's take another deep breath in through your nose and hold it. This time, imagine brilliant, bright light lighting you up from the inside out, illuminating, electrifying, and energizing all your cells, your molecules, your electrons, creating a brilliant beam of light from your heart out into the world. And as you exhale, exhale any remaining tension, stress, negativity, fatigue. And now let's just press our palms together, rub those palms together, feel the friction and the temperature and the sensation, and allow that sensation to bring you present right here, right now, into this remarkable physical form that enables you to experience life. Good morning, welcome. Good morning, Jenny and Rosalind. So great to have you guys here with us this morning. And welcome to everybody else who's joining us. It's wonderful to be here. It's a Friday. It's been a full week. And good morning, Annie. Welcome. So good to have you here with us. We are talking this morning about emotional addiction. And this comes out of our movie night last night. We were sharing a couple episodes from Dr. Joe Dispenza's Rewired series, Rewiring Your Brain. And he made a point that I thought was really fascinating, and I hadn't really entertained it previously. And you know what I see in my work with clients is that I have a couple clients whose lives are really, really full of all kinds of drama. That there's always a drama going on, or stress, or really intense emotional reaction to circumstances, some of which are anybody might respond that way, and other situations where it feels like they're kind of catastrophizing situations. And oh, Jenny, how cool. That's awesome. Wonderful to have you with us. That's so cool. So we are talking a little bit about this emotional addiction thing. And so what happens is when we experience stress, our body has an elevated level of cortisol. And, there's all this stress hormone stuff going on. And we can become habituated to that set of chemicals. And many of us have experienced traumatic upbringing where there was always this high stress. Good morning, Sue. How great to have you here with us this morning. Welcome. So we've many of us experienced in our upbringing situations where we had extremely elevated levels of stress on a consistent level, and that became a baseline. And with that being a baseline, we become normalized to that. We can say addicted, we can say habituated, but it becomes a normalized state. And so when things start going well, when we don't have that experience, that surge of chemistry that is so familiar, we may tend to recreate or create circumstances that generate that kind of chemical set. And I thought, what a really interesting perspective, to say, hey, not only are we responding to our beliefs, but there's a chemistry associated with this. And we know that different emotions elicit different chemical cascades in our bodies. But to be thinking of this as a normalization or a habituation, I think it brings up a whole different perspective. Jenny says, I've been stuck in fight or flight from trauma triggered by my daughter's estrangement. The emotional suffering is making me age quicker. Looks like